face another big-time quarterback this week. What are your thoughts about Jevin Sneed?
He's a good player. He has a strong arm. I mean, we had a good week of practice. I'm really looking forward to it. I know they got good receivers and stuff, so just a chance to make plays out there.
About Dexter McCluster. Talk about him. A lot of people say that Randall Cobb was slippery and good, that he's 10 times better.
Yeah, he's really explosive. He's one of those guys at all times you have to know where he is on the field. So, I mean, we have some of the coverage going towards him. So we was just going to try to contain him and do as much as we can to keep him from making big plays.
You've gone against these guys twice now. Both games are pretty close, down to the wire kind of deals. What do you learn from those games? And I mean, what have you seen against Ole Miss in the past?
I mean, you know it's gonna be a dogfight, another SEC game. I mean, it got to be exciting to watch for the fans and stuff. But I mean, get your adrenaline going. Just know you're going against a team that's going to punch back. So, like I said, we had a good week of practice. Just have to translate what we learned in practice to the field and just try to do what we can. Stop them from making all the big plays, and just take care of business.
Does it feel any different this week with bigger game atmosphere in practice?
No, I wouldn't say that because we try to go about each game as is. Each one have a similar, the same meaning. I mean, every game is a big game. I mean, because it's the next one on the schedule, so I wouldn't really say that.
Can you talk about what it's like blocking the Gunners on punt return for Javi? I mean, have you ever let your, if your gunner makes the tackle on Javi, do you feel like a responsibility, like, man, that could have been a touchdown?
Yeah, I do feel like that sometimes, but because I know Javi's an explosive guy, so I know if we can keep the gunners off him, he make a couple of guys miss. Either we're going to get good field position or it could go for 6. So, I mean, I just try to take it as it's the first offensive play. And keep the offense on the field, we can score. So, I mean, it help us out that much more.
I saw where Mel Kiper had you listed as one of the best quarterbacks in your class. It's got to be a pretty nice compliment.
Yeah, it is.
Is going pro eventually a real big priority for you?
If you playing college ball and going pro is not a priority, I don't know what's wrong with you. Going through camp and practicing and stuff, I mean, getting your body all banged up and stuff, so I would think that has to be a priority for every college player.
Kareem, were you on the field when that all when the game ended in Oxford 2 years ago? Were you out there when all that happened?
Yeah, I was.
I know it was lying offside the field, but have you ever been around anything like that, the way that game ended and then the response y'all got and how you had to run off the field?
No, I've never been around anything like that. I mean, Coach told us it was going to be a crazy atmosphere, but I didn't expect that. But once it started happening, I was just ready to get in the locker room.
Houston talked the other day about your all's blitz packages, how that's such a big key to your defense's success. Can you talk about that a little bit?
I mean, we just try to keep the quarterback guessing. I mean, we can come from anywhere, so we just try to throw a lot of different looks at them and just keep them confused out there. So, I mean, that's one of our best assets as our defense. So, if we can do that and stop the run, we think we have a pretty good chance in every game.
You wish your number were called more often to blitz?
I mean, it don't really matter to me. I like to cover too, so.
Doesn't it get lonely out there as a DB when other DBs are blitzing?
Yeah, it does, but I'll be all right.
Last question.